Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder. Typical uneventful weigh-in. I think both fighters respected each other greatly, so there was no bad blood, shoving, or shit-talking, which sometimes leads to a boring fight. I believe that was the case with Mr. Ryder and Mr. Jacobs. Danny Jacobs, to me, being on the higher echelon in the boxing world, he's had some good fights and names on his resume. Canelo, Triple G, etc. And then we have Mr. John Ryder, seems to be still looking to making a name for himself, which he possibly might have did yesterday with a victory over Mr. Jacobs. Fight started off relatively nice, Jacobs controlling the pace with the jab for the majority of I'd say the early 5, possibly 6 rounds. He kept Mr. Ryder at bay, but Ryder kept pressing the issue, staying right in front of him, seeking. Seeking what? I don't know. Anyway, as the fight progressed, I did not see anyone attempt to become the dictator. No one attempted to actually step this thing up. They seemed to be a bit content with the pace they were going at. But I believe that was fine for Mr. Jacobs due to the fact that I believe he was winning the earlier part of the fight. Nothing much to talk about. I believe in the 8th round, Daniel Jacobs decided to let his hands go and became slightly successful. But I think that came at a price. I noticed possibly in the 7th or 8th, Mr. Jacobs started to degrade a bit in his performance. And I'm not going to say this is rust because I hate that silly term. Don't know what to call it. But I did notice the switch and transition to southpaw, which to me normally is a sign of something's not right, things aren't working, let me try a different stance. Anyway, congratulations to Mr. Ryder. The judges were on his side this time. They gave him a split decision over Daniel Jacobs. Basically, this means Daniel Jacobs takes a little step backwards. Obviously, Mr. Ryder takes a little step forward, but that forward step might not lead him to anything positive. Eddie Hearns at the end of the fight, during the interview, mentioned Canelo Alvarez, and I honestly believe that would not even be a fight on the radar, but who knows. Anyway, that's it.